Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune. Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick. You guys caught me on a night where I'm just like in that vibe, and I was looking at DJT because you guys know I've been eyeing that one, and it's crazy because it makes major moves on full moons all the time. And I was looking at Trump's stars today to try to see, like, you know, the timing of things, and then I realized, like, Trump not only is about to have a full moon on his sun because he's a Gemini, but he was born on a full moon. I did not realize that before, but if you look at his chart here, you can see he was born with the sun in Gemini, 22 degrees, and then opposite was his moon in 21 degrees. So it was like within, a few hours of the full moon, practically a full moon, right? And so yeah, very interesting. And not only was he born on a full moon, but this particular full moon is not only making an aspect to his sun, a 0 or less than a 1 degree conjunction, but the sun will also be within a degree and a half of his moon. Very unique setup. Look at this. So full moon's here, and it's hitting his sun, and opposite his moon, and then the sun is hitting his moon opposite his sun. Very interesting combo. You don't see that every day. Like, he may never. I doubt he's. I mean, this is very tight. This is very rare. It's very rare to be born on a full moon, and it's very rare to have this. It's almost like a. Okay, yeah. That's too. I'm not sure if I'll be technically correct saying that, so I won't say that. But interesting setup. So I would assume something pretty significant is happening for Trump on this full moon. Okay, and I would assume it's also going to have an effect on the stock. As I look deeper at this full moon, a couple of things we'll look at is what does his moon rule in his chart, the 11th house of long-term goals, recognition, working with the people is the Aquarius house, working with the masses, the collective, and then the sun in his chart rules the 12th house, which could show like a completion of things. I want to say 12th house has a lot to do with what's happening in the physical world, but it has more to do with what's happening in your imagination, your spirituality. It's like the house of losses and completions, evolutions, like leveling up to your spirituality. So I want to say the 12th house is going to have like something. Ooh, interesting. Maybe this is about him bringing forth kind of his vision. This could be like maybe he has some type of announcement for a vision he has. But yes, and then what I like about this full moon too, which I've been anticipating, is like if you just go just a few hours later, this is the next day, trading day, because that full moon happens on Sunday. Mercury comes out of retrograde. Very interesting too. I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but for Trump, it's making an aspect to his Neptune, 0 degrees. So I look at what his Neptune rules in his chart. That is the 8th house. The 8th house is resources, other people's resources, your finances. 8th house has to do with things that you're trying to transform and change. It also has a lot to do with risk taking because it deals with desires, especially like hidden desires, motives. It's a very unique house, and Mercury coming out of retrograde kind of tells me something's going to get revealed. And that house is also known as the house of investments as well, because it's like you're digging for something that you can't really see into fruition until it's there. So 8th house is a major house for transformative stuff, and that Mercury comes out of retrograde, making an aspect to his Neptune that rules that 8th house, while Neptune in the sky is also in his 8th house. So it's like something big is kind of brewing up there, and it is trying his Venus. Venus alone deals with money and relationships. Okay, in his chart, it rules Taurus and Libra. That's the 3rd house for him, but also the 10th house. 10th house is what you're doing in the world. And then his 10th house is also has a practically 0 degree conjunction with his midheaven, that Uranus up there. So yeah, there's some serious stuff happening to Trump, obviously, but he's also having a moment this weekend. So I am in position and will further become in better position for a full moon situation on DJT. Looking at the stock, I mean, it has a lot of upside. When this thing moves, it moves. I mean, on this full moon pop, it ripped 300%. That's crazy. It just kept going since this full moon. Okay. Had a little bit of a, slow down a little bit. This actually looks a lot like Bitcoin. And then it just keeps going. Interesting. This full moon, I mean, you could say it kind of stopped there, 54%. This full moon, 30%. This kind of popped a couple days after the full moon, 50%. This is full moon situation for sure, 100% almost. So yeah, this kind of looks like it's been on the daily consolidating a little bit based on the RSI, which is good. The OBO on balance volume is it hasn't gone anywhere. It's still up there. Actually, it looks like it's been growing. Okay, so she's DJT's definitely looking like it's looking for a move coming into this full moon, and definitely I'm becoming more confident in that when I look at Trump's stars. Okay, so yeah, I'll keep my eye on that. Let me know what y'all think. If you guys are interested in me tracking this a lot at all, continuing to look into this. But yeah, I'm Jason Alexander, Blooming and Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. You're watching Market Moon Lawyer, Warrior Merchant Base with the stars. Till next time, peace.